The Raighad Ropeway is a ropeway which provides passenger transportation to Raighad Fort. Raighad Fort, which is located in the Indian state of Maharashtra, is considered as the capital of national resistance and the final resting place of the great founder of the Indian liberation, Chhatrapati Shivaji. It is a place of national importance and attracts pilgrims of all ages. Prior to the ropeway, the only way to ascend Raighad Fort was to trek to it, which took an hour. The ropeway makes this site relatively more accessible to those not in a physical condition to make this trek. The Raighad Ropeway project is a non-profit endeavor, being the only one of its kind in India. This facility is owned by the Shri Shivaji Raighad Smarak Mandal, SSRSM, Pune, an organization started by Bal Gangadhar Tilak in 1886. Construction of this ropeway was completed in 1996. The ascent is 420 meters and the rope length is 760 meters. Raigarh Fort, earlier known as Rairi, is a magnificent hill fortress situated 1,350 meters above sea level along the Sahayadri Mountain Range. In 12th century AD it was a seat of Paleyagar family, and in 1470 it passed to the Nizam Shahi rulers and continued under them until 1638. In 1648 it was given up to Shivaji's partisans. In 1662 it was selected by Shivaji as his permanent capital, and actual shifting of the capital to Raigarh took place in 1670. After the death of Shivaji in 1680 the glory of Raigard declined and finally it was taken over by col.Prother on 10 May 1818. The main structures inside the Raigarh fort includes Chit Darwaja, lahanadarwaja, hirkani burg, palkidarwaja tomb of madarsa, gangasagar talav, bazarth, public durbar, ranavasa, watchtowers, granaries, Samadhis of Chhatrapati Shivaji and his dog Wahia and Jagadishwar temple etc. The main entry of Raigarh fort is from Maha Darwaja, which is colossal and provided protection from enemies. However, the king as well as his convoy used to move through Palkidarwaja. 3 dark and deep chambers, situated to right of the Palkidarwaja, are believed to have served as the granaries of fort. The main doorway of the Darbar, known as the Nagarkhana Darwaja, faces the throne. The secondary entrance was called Mena Darwaja and was meant to provide private entrance to the royal ladies of the fort. It ultimately leads to Ranavasa. Ranavasa consists of 6 chambers for the use of queen and her attendants. This fort was declared by Archaeological Survey of India as a monument of national importance. Vede Notification No. BM 2704 dated 26 May 1909 August 2009. Archaeological Survey of India, Mumbai Circle, Mumbai. Text extracted and edited from photo in March 2025. To be checked for errors. Chronology of the Marathas and their forts. Shivaji Maharaj 1630–1680, the founder of Swaraja. 1630, February 19, born at Shivneri Fort. 1645–1646, initiates the concept of Swaraja, self-rule, begins consolidating control, captures Torna Fort. 1648, establishes Raighad Fort as an early capital. 1656–1657, expands control over territories including Sajangad, Kalyan Bhiwandi, and areas near Chandragiri. The control of these areas varied over time. 1659, defeats Afzal Khan at Pratapgarh Fort. 1660, siege of Panhala Fort, Shivaji's daring escape. 1663, Shaista Khan's palace raid in Pune. 1664, establishes the Maratha navy, begins construction of Sindhudurg Fort. 1665, signs Treaty of Purandar with the Mughals. 1666, escape from Agra after Aurangzeb's captivity. 1670, recaptures Sinagad Fort, Battle of Tanaji Malasare. 1671–1672, captures Vijayadurg, Suvarnadurg, Kandari, and Underi forts. 1674, June 6, coronation at Raighad Fort. 1675, constructs Padmadurg, Kasa Fort, to counter Janjira Fort. 1676–1677, Southern Campaign, under Shivaji Maharaj's direction, Maratha forces capture Ginji Fort, Tamil Nadu, and the forts Sajira and Gujira, which are small fortifications located on hills near Vellore Fort. These hilltop forts are known to be in a difficult-to-access area nowadays. 1679, constructs Kalaba Fort near Alibaug. 1680, April 3, Shivaji Maharaj passes away at Raighad Fort. Sambhaji Maharaj, 1681–1689, the fierce warrior. 1681, takes the throne at Raighad Fort. 1682–1687, defends Maratha forts against Aurangzeb. 1689, captured and executed at Tulapur. Raighad Fort falls to the Mughals. Maratha resistance and Rajaram Maharaj, 1689–1700. 1689. Rajaram escapes to Ginji Fort. 1689 to 1698. Ginji Fort serves as the Maratha southern capital. 1700. Rajaram dies at Sinagad Fort. Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj and Maratha expansion, 1707 to 1749. 1707. Shahu Maharaj crowned at Satara Fort. 1713. Balaji Vishwanath becomes Peshwa. 1720–1740. Expansion into North India under Bajirao I. 1737. Marathas gain influence in Delhi. 1739. Portuguese defeated at Vasai Fort. 1740. Bajirao I dies, Marathas at peak power. Peshwa rule and Third Battle of Panipat, 1749 to 1761. 1749. Balaji Bajirao or Nana Saheb becomes Peshwa. 1761. January 14. Third Battle of Panipat. Marathas defeated by Ahmad Shah Abdali. Maratha revival and British conquest, 1761–1818. 1761 to 1772. Marathas regain strength under Madhavrao Peshwa. 1771. Marathas regain influence in Delhi. 1802. Treaty of Bassein, weakening Maratha power. 1818. Final defeat by the British. Raighad Fort, Rajgarh Fort, and Satara Fort fall. The British cannons shot from all around the Raighat Fort and everything was destroyed to defeat completely. What you see in this video is what left after the last British attack. Some restoring efforts are going on in March 2025 when this video is shot. Maratha architecture is an influential style of architecture constructed primarily in Maharashtra during British rule. Maratha architecture is a combination of the characteristics of both Hindu and Muslim architectural styles. Raighad Fort is a classic example of Maratha military architecture, serving as a capital fort on a hill, according to the UNESCO World Heritage Center. The Maratha military architecture in Maharashtra, India is visible in the remains of the following forts: Raighad Fort, Rajgarh Fort, Shivneri Fort, Torna Fort, Lowergarh, Sala Fort, Mulla Fort, Rangana Fort, Ankai Tankai Fort, Kasa Fort, Sindhudurg, Alibag Fort, Suvarnadurg, Kanduri Fort.
Bijapur. There are ruins of marketplace to the north of the citadel. 2 rows of structures separated by 40 feet wide passage are noteworthy. Moving towards Jagdishwar Temple, there are 21 chambers on the left and 22 chambers on the right side. These chambers are on an elevated platform accessed through flight of stairs. Each chamber has 2 sections and have niches on the wall to keep the lamp. Archaeological Survey of India, Mumbai Circle.